Hey, good evening. Thanks for coming. My name's Judith. I had a weird thing happen a couple months ago. I woke up and felt nothing. I don't know if you've ever had this happen. It was terrifying. I woke up, I felt nothing, and I called my friend, my bestie, and she said, "You just need to get laid." I was like, "You sound like a frat boy from Chico named Cap." And she's not. She's actually a 56-year-old chiropractor with long COVID, but she had gone to Nevada to get stem cell treatment, so I think she might have the DNA of a midlifer in her, midlife guy. But I was thinking about that. I was like, why isn't Tinder using that marketing strategy? You know, are you feeling seasonal depression? Swipe right. Some of the side effects may include regret, a stalker, or an STD. But the weird thing was about how I was feeling was I for once did not care if I was liked. And the problem about not caring if you're liked is you become unlikable, I found out. And shortly after that, I met a woman who reminded me exactly of how I usually am. Very optimistic, very talkative, and I hated her. I hated her so much. I came home and I apologized to my family, to my kids. I was like, "I'm sorry, I will never talk again. It's awful." And the weird thing about, I'm like a people pleaser kind of person. Like I tried really, really hard to get people to like me. I wanted everybody to like me. I don't give a fuck if any of you like me right now. I was just like, I was that person, you know, just trying so hard, like me, like me. I'll give you an example. I went to one of those beautiful LA parties up in the hills, and you know, there's champagne and Samuel Jackson there, and you know, I felt really like beautiful, like Cinderella, you know. I was, God, I've arrived, right? And I was schmoozing, and then the party was ending, and the valet starts running in, and they're like, silver Mercedes, and then another one runs in, black Tesla, and then I went, oh fuck. So I ran outside, and I found the valet manager, and I was like, "You can't do this to me." She goes, "Ma'am, you have to go inside and wait for them to call your car." I go, "No, I've had a perfect night. You cannot run in there and say, blue Hyundai accent. You cannot fuck me up like that. What will they think?" And she said, oh, okay, honey. You can stay here. Well, I'd been talking all night to Kay Callan. She was in Knives Out. And she popped her head outside. She's like, "Why are you allowed to stand out there?" And I was like, "Don't fuck things up for me, Kay. Go back in." But the story is I really cared what people thought about me. And I even was like, well, what kind of car would I want? Like, I didn't even care if it was like a Pontiac or a Gremlin or, you know, a Scooby-Doo van. It just couldn't be a Hyundai Accent from 2011. But now, this thing that has happened to me, and I think what has happened is, everyone talks about going through menopause, but I think I figured out when you finally are finished. Because you wake up and you honestly want to put on a muumuu and drink Chardonnay at 9 a.m. and tell everybody how you feel. And they don't even want your information, but you can't stop yourself. And I'll tell you why, because it's nature. It's nature. We're like plants, you know? We just grow, and we flower, and then we bear fruit, and then we wither, and we start to die. And then we want to spread our seeds of wisdom. That's what we're doing. It's not our fault. We just want you guys to learn all the wonderful things. But the problem is our wisdom is only contingent on our own experiences. And we just feel like we need to tell you them. For instance, I was at the Directors Guild watching a movie. Love that theater, but you can't eat in that theater. So I'm sitting there, and the movie's about to start. I'm going to watch Avatar 2. And a guy comes right before it's going to start. And as soon as the lights go out and the movie's opening, he starts to pull out a bag of peanuts and eat them next to me. And I looked at him, I whipped my head. Sir, you cannot eat in here. And he's like, just watch the movie, lady. I said, don't you tell me what to do, you motherfucker! Because that's how us women at this age do. And he was like, just calm down, lady. So I grabbed those peanuts, I threw them across the fucking theater, and I said, go get them! I didn't do that. I actually sat there for 2 hours telling them to stop chewing so loud. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rant. I am feeling so much better. I'm going to go home now and drink some Chardonnay. So, thank you.